What's going on, guys? Welcome once again to BossFightTV's The Reload. This is episode 23, if you happen to be counting. We're going to be covering May 1st through the 7th in the entire world of eSports. All of it. All the way down the line. As always, I am Josh Engel, also known as Anti-Pro.
Joined by Mike Bisson, a.k.a. Mohawk Mike, bringing you another very jam-packed, exciting week in the world of eSports.
There we go, man. So, as always, we're going to start off the episode talking about our awesome sponsor, iHeart Esports. Check them out on Twitter at iHeart Esports or iHeartEsports.com. They make really awesome stickers. We'll come up with a code throughout the episode at one point where you can tweet at us and them, and then you get free stickers. Boom. Simple as that. Also, I would like to congratulate MK Legend, the player that we sponsored at Season's Beatings, for getting 3rd place in Mortal Kombat 9, showing that he wasn't there to mess around, man. He's there super serious. There's a lot of haters out there, but to all those haters, I just say, I don't even just.
Is that sign language for something?
No, man. Just get off MK Legend, man. Kicking some ass. So congratulations to him. Which, talking about Season's Beatings, why don't we just go ahead and jump right on into Season's Beatings news? Mike and I had the chance to attend on the second day. We got to catch some of the finals. We did some interviews, which should also be up about the same time as this video. So if this is up, might as well back off at the end of the episode into the YouTube page and check out all of the interviews. We got Noel Brown, we got Yipes, we got all sorts of crazy people. So be on the lookout for those as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the results. We're going to go ahead and start off with Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition 2012 edition, version 2012.
Got it.
Hey, whatever, man. So let's take a look at those results. Number 1, we have Infiltration. Then we have PR Balrog. Then Combo Fiend. And number 4, we have Mr. Ricky Ortiz from Evil Geniuses. Then next, we have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Number 1, the one and only Noel Brown.
Taking it.
Huge shout out to him. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of his first majors that he's won.
He won the first Curly Mustache event,
right,
which was ran by IFC Yipes in New York. But yeah, this is
the first Evo qualifier.
And this is Season's Beatings, the home of Marvel. So
for real, man. So
great
congratulations to him. He was really psyched to win. Viscant was number 2. PR Balrog was number 3. And Mr. Marvel himself, Yipes, at number 4. It's Marvel, baby. And then let's go take a look at Mortal Kombat 9. As we said before, we have M2 Dave at first place. We have GGA Dizzy in second. And Mr. Arcade Legacy BossFightTV MK Legend. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then fourth, we have GGA Waffles. But that is not all, folks. What else we got, Mike?
They actually had Season's Beatings did a Street Fighter Cross Tekken tournament, but they actually went by the Evo rules, and so they did the 2v2 cross-section play. So let's get right into the results for that. First place, we have the Eastern Sensations. Laugh and Infiltration actually came all the way from the Asian area to compete at the event, so good job to them for getting first place. Second place, we have Bananakin and Dominion. Third place, Ricky Ortiz and Pierre Balrog. And then fourth, we have Team Karaba doing work. Next, we have King of Fighters 13. Let's get right into the results. First place, we have Combo Fiend, who did some work. I didn't really see him play King of Fighters that well before, but good job getting first place. Second place, we have Bananakin. Third place, Arcade Legacy, Dandy J. And fourth place, we have Zep. Next, we have Soul Calibur 5 for all you 3D fighting fans out there. First place, we have Ryujin. Second place, Sloosh.
Mr. Mike Sloosher.
It's so spacious.
Legacy. That's Mr. So Spacious himself.
Good job to Sloosh for getting second. Third place, we have Mystic Bill, who always gets top placements. Very good to him. And fourth place, we have Dr. Mario Kart.
Dr. Mario Kart. That wraps up all the official coverage. There were a couple side tournaments here and there. We looked on Shoryuken and Event Hubs today, and there weren't any more information on like Skullgirls, which I was kind of confused on. I believe Arcade Legacy, I think Jet M ended up getting second or third.
I believe he got second. But
so shout out to him as well, Jet M, one of our guys from Arcade Legacy. But other than that, I don't know any more results, unfortunately. So be on the lookout on the website when we come out with the final results for all that
to get a hold of Galleon.
Indeed. He'd be like, hey, what's going on with these results?
Give me them results.
Give me them results.
Hit me up.
Also going on this weekend in Australia, we have the Shadowloo Showdown, which had a lot of really top talent come out as well, not only from the United States, but especially from Asia and obviously Australia as well. There were some great games played all around. So let's go ahead and jump in right into the results with that tournament as well. As always, we're going to start off with Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012.
Nice.
Mike, man, that's what we got. Mike's always on
the
my
title
ass
of the
about,
game.
Mike's always on me about that. Anyways, first place we have Ida. Then we have Ban Bobbin.
Yes,
that's that guy. Then we have Shingoku, and then we have Tokido. Those are the top 4 for that. Then let's look at Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We have Marlon Pai at number 1. Which I have the character list on here. He was playing all over the place. See, Viper, Dr. Doom, and
his Dr. Doom is pretty notorious.
Yeah, man,
it's pretty
ridiculous.
Switching
Stuff out
since
man.
Curly Mustache 2.
Then we got Filipino Champ number 2. Then we have Mr. Justin Wong himself at number 3, and then we have Zach Bennett from Dignitas at number 4, rounding it out. Then we have Street Fighter Cross Tekken. We have AverMedia and GamerB, or AverMedia GamerB, should I say? They didn't do the 2v2.
No,
I thought they were doing the 2v2, but no. Then we have EG Justin Wong at number 2, Ponko at number 3, and Tokido again at number 4. So how about them Soul Calibur 5s, Mike?
Soul Calibur 5. Let's jump right into the results. First place, we have Taquito, who was doing work the whole weekend, as you can see. Second place, we have M Lizard. Third place, we have Fudo, who was my favorite coming into it to take it.
Fudo.
But third place is still good. And fourth place, we have Justin Wong, showing that he's multi-talented.
Indeed.
Gamer. Next, we have King of Fighters 13. First place, we have Zhao Hai. Second place, we have Tokido, again. Doing work. He's the Chris G of Australia, or Shadowloo Showdown. Third place, we have Daku. And fourth place, we have Pungiko. Skullgirls also happened. We do have results for that. Justin Wong took first in his first Skullgirls major, so congrats to him. Second place, we have Peachy. Third place, we had Solid Steph. And fourth place, we have Aratola. So very good stuff all the way around. 2 major fighting game tournaments at once.
Boom.
You got to love that action.
For real, man.
Especially going into EVO, we only got a couple more events left. So.
Indeed. We got UFGT coming up in like 2 weeks, and it's going to be awesome. We should be there. Be on the lookout. So, as always, jumping in to the one and only StarCraft 2 news.
StarCraft 2 news.
Can't get away from it. I'm sorry. We have all sorts of craziness going on here. Number 1, we're going to talk about the Iron Squid tournament, which has been going on for the past month or so. There was a $25,000 prize pool, so let's take a look at the results on that. I was able to watch some games here and there as it literally was going on all month. Didn't really see the finals, unfortunately. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. First place, we have the one and only MMA, which at one point was argued to be probably one of the best StarCraft 2 players in the world. Hasn't been really doing a lot of crazy stuff recently, but he's still a good player nonetheless. Second place, we have Symbol. Third, the infamous Nesty himself. And then fourth place, we have Alive. And if you noticed, all of those players are from Korea, and all of the players who made it out of the pool play were Korean. There were no foreigners at all. None. 0. Step it up, guys. Come on.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of other tournaments going on. So their attention might be pulled and strained. And I'm just joking.
Excuses,
it's Korean.
Mike.
It's that Korean power.
What the hell is this shit, man?
Should that be the code?
What?
Hashtag Korean power.
Hashtag foreigners do better. That's what it should be.
There you go. That's fine. I'm cool with that.
All right.
A little bit of encouragement.
Step it up, foreigners.
Step it up.
Step it up, foreigners. Hashtag step it up, foreigners. Follow at BossFightTV and iHeart eSports. Make sure you mention both of us in the tweets and win you some stickers. That's all I got to say about that.
Could be some foreigners on those stickers, too.
Could be.
It'd be a lot of motivation.
For real. All right, so boom, done with Iron Squid. Next off, we have NASL. Week number 4. Let's take a look at the results. Once again, there's 5 divisions, so bear with me here. Division number 1, Huang Sin went 2-0 over Hey-Pro. Zinio beat Night In 2-1. Puma as well beat Brat OK 2-1. And Stefano, the one and only, beat Cloud 2-0. Let's take a look at division number 2. We have The Muslim going 2-1 versus Rung. We have Crazy Moving going 2-0 against Noni. Hero 2-0 against Show. And then Damaga going 2-0 versus Dark Forest. Let's take a look at division number 3. Vibe 2-1 over Ganzi. Huck, my man, beating Rain 2-1.
Yeah.
Then we have Sin 2-0 over Mana. And TLO 2-0 over Straylock. Almost there. Division number 4.
You got it.
Alicia 2-0 over Select. Idra, one of these weird things. I haven't figured out why NASL does this. A walkover win or whatever. Idra, I guess it's cool because he actually won something.
Buzzing.
Thorzane, for some reason, they ended their series at 1-1. I don't know if they're going to continue it or what the story is with that. There was no explanation. So, as of now, they're tied 1-1.
Everybody's a winner.
Then we have Rhett 2-0 over Cruncher. Then, finally, last but not least, division number 5, we got Puzzle 2-0 versus Chef. Unfortunately, I like Chef, man, but got to pull out some wins, man. Pult 2-0 over QXC. Moro over White Raw, and the Jinro Targa game, no stats for that.
Ooh.
It's set at 0-0. So, wherever that is, who knows? NASL's kind of being weird. NASL and all that.
A lot of matches.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Another go-to tournament in the StarCraft world is the GSL. We have GSL Code S. We are now in the playoffs into the round of 8. And I guess it doesn't matter because they are all Korean, obviously. Except for Naniwa. Naniwa made it in there, but then that was it. He made it in there. Naniwa, let's go take a look at the results. Unfortunately, Naniwa fell to MVP 3-1. Parting 3-0 over Oz. Hero 3-0 over Supernova. And Squirtle 3-0 over Teja. So I guess if technically Naniwa did the best because he actually took a game off of his opponent, whereas everyone else was just 3-0 all the way around. So that is your Code S news. Then we have Code A. We are almost done with the round of 48, or should I say we are done. So the next round should be starting in a week or so. So let's take a look at that really quick. There's only 4 matches. We have Creator versus Skit 2-1 in Creator's favor. Pult 2-1 over Sound. Killer 2-0 beating Sting. And then we have Keen 2-1 over Golden. Oh man, I lied. Here's me looking at my notes, and there's actually 3 more that were on the next page. Shut up, man.
Pleasant surprise.
Puzzle 2-1 over True. Gonzi 2-1 over Guinea Pig. And Happy, Mr. Happy himself, going 2-0 over Choya. So congratulations to those guys for moving on. Last piece of StarCraft news. Get in there.
You got it.
EG Masters Cup. Always got to talk about them. You'll notice that Vile isn't in there anymore. Vile kind of had some issues going on where they dropped out and they were changing management or whatever. And here's the crazy thing, just throwing a little bit of tidbit of news in there. Vile kind of as a team kind of crumbled.
Yes.
And Quantic actually picked them up. I'm pretty sure it was all of them. There was 10 players in total, bringing Quantic's player number up to 17 total StarCraft 2 players, which is, I think the manager of the team said that the only other team that has more is actually Slayers over in Korea, which is insane. And then they actually got rid of Destiny too, but that's another story.
Yes.
That guy. Anyways, so let's take a look at the results. For the EG Masters Cup, we have Empire 4-0 over Dignitas, Team Liquid 3-1 over Millennium, Mouse Sports 3-1 over Evil Geniuses, and It's Goes to 3-1 over Fnatic, and finally Complexity going 3-1 over Team Alternate. Boom, done with StarCraft.
Yeah, well,
awesome stuff.
Actually, we'll be a little bit more StarCraft news. Yes.
There's the Insomnia 45, the largest LAN in the UK. which Mike got a chance to take a look at. So
I was able to watch a lot of the event on Friday and a lot of the event on Saturday. As we mentioned before, we went to seasons meetings. So on Sunday, it was I missed out a little bit, but I watched a couple of VODs because this is like, as far as scale of LAN parties, like there's like QuakeCon, then there's Insomnia, then there's DreamHack. DreamHack being like the top, like the largest. So they actually offered a lot tournament-wise. So there was quite a lot competitively going on. Let's jump right into the results. First, we have League of Legends, which was a studded field. A lot of players and teams came out to compete. First place, we have Winkfact. Second place, we have Four Kings. And third place, we have Lowland Lions. And this was one of the first ever major League of Legends tournaments in the UK. So very good to see. Next, we have some StarCraft 2 news.
A little bit StarCraft.
First place, we have Bling. Second place, we have Fargo. And third place, we have Auric. So very good stuff all the way around there. On to my favorite standby first-person shooter game. Still in there, still happening. Counter-Strike Source. Let's get into the results for that. First place, we have Very Gamers. Second place, we have TT Dragons. Third place, we have FM Toxic. So very good stuff all the way around. I do have a little bit of side notes here. Team Fortress 2 was actually played. There were 2 tournaments. There was a 9v9 and a 5v5. So this is very good. Vanilla TF2, vanillatf2.com, or it's .org, I can't recall 100%, actually flew out and did the coverage. So that was very good all the way all around. Team Infused actually took that. So very good stuff. If you've never seen competitive TF2, go watch it. It's amazing. The next little note I have is actually TCM Gaming walked away with the Battlefield 3, this is on PC, Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty 4 tournaments, but also for Modern Warfare 3 on the Xbox 360 took second, following only to Prophecy, who took first. So that was very good stuff. As I mentioned, there were a lot of other tournaments going on. They actually had fighting games, but with Seasons Beatings and Shadowloo Showdown going on, there wasn't a lot of coverage because everybody else was kind of focused on those, the EVO majors and whatnot. So keep an eye on the site because we should be able to get you some results for that regardless, because it did happen. Very good tournaments over around, and Insomnia 46 has been dated. So if you want to get on, you can already pre-register. It's like 100 days from now. Get on there and book your flight and get out there.
Boom.
Very good stuff.
Bam.
Also, some more Modern Warfare 3 news. We have the Ultimate Gaming Challenge Niagara. Dum, dum, dum. So this was the first event that actually happened in Canada that was like a really, really big Modern Warfare 3 LAN. They do have the We Got Game, which I've done coverage with before. They've held Halo and Call of Duty tournaments before, but this was the first major tournament. So into results for that. In the one spot,
Who other
than Apex North America? Now, this was another one I mentioned last week about when they actually competed in the previous tournament that they actually Scump wasn't able to attend. As, again, this event was in Canada. This was actually Apex North America Dash and Friends. So they kind of threw a team together, but we're still able to take it. Second spot, we have Donut Shop, who is actually a very good Canadian team. They, as I mentioned before, the We Got Game tournaments, they've competed there, so good stuff to them. And third place, we have Sigma. So good stuff all the way around. Their second tournament, Gears of War 3, which is very cool to see. Getting the spread out there for the Gears fans. First place, we have Synergy. Second place, we have Simply Underrated. And third place, we have Crisis. So very good stuff all the way around. One little side note, they had 3 tournaments. So they did Modern Warfare 3, they did Gears of War 3. Guess what else they did?
I don't know, Mike.
They're in Canada. NHL 2012. They did a 1v1 tournament for NHL 2012, which was very cool to see. And the number one player, a gentleman by the name of H.E. Double Hockey Sticks, took the tournament.
That's his name, for real?
Yeah, that was his name. Oh, that was his alias.
That's awesome.
It's H.E. Double Hockey Sticks. So that was very cool to see. Indeed. Awesome stuff. But last but not least, as always, I like to save the best for last.
Too good.
Did another Quake Live Arena Invitational where I invited 8 of the top players out to relive the days of Quake and all of its glory. And I'm an old man, I know. Shut up about Quake, blah, 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 whatever. Let's get into results.
DJ Wheat, man. That's all I can say.
Let's get into results for that. First place, I don't want to say surprisingly, but a very good show out by Sparty, who actually took it. And then second place, we have Toxic, and this was a single elimination tournament. So tied for third place, technically third/fourth place, we have Avic and Pavel.
Right.
They did an interview with Sparty afterwards. They got him on Skype. That guy was sick. He was coughing.
Oh.
He said he had a fever, so it was very incredible to see that he not only was able to beat out Avic, but Toxic as well, but was able to take the tournament overall, so it was very good. Last little bit of Quake Live news that I do have, as I mentioned, Avic was playing. Avic has been playing a lot more, actually, but there's a little bit of news. Him and Cypher have both dropped from Xerius Gaming. So what with the current season coming up, we have DreamHack Summer and we have QuakeCon, who are arguably the two biggest Quake Live tournaments coming up. They have dropped. They're still sponsored by Razer.
Right.
But Razer doesn't really do a monetary sponsorship. It's more like equipment and stuff like that. So it's interesting to see how that's going to play out, if they're going to get picked up by another team or just pay out of their own pocket going into these big tournaments. So
we shall see.
Very good stuff. That's all of the major tournament news. I don't really have anything miscellaneous. Do you, Josh?
Nope. Other than Destiny stepping down from Quantum, which I already mentioned before.
Yeah.
There's a news post on the site. He posted up on Reddit the other day, and it was, I don't know. I kind of feel for the guy. I mean, he left under his own terms. Like, hey, I should probably go before something bad happens. But,
yeah.
Whole story's up on the website. Check it out. Other than that, only thing I have to say is we're always looking for people to help out. So if you're out there in the esports world and you want to help, do coverage or maybe jump on and do some interviews or whatever, man, just contact us. There's a contact us section. Our emails are in the staff area. Just send us a message, tweet at us, whatever, anything like that. But as always, we'd like to thank you for watching. Don't forget the code for iHeart Esports. But other than that, this is Josh Ingle signing off from The Reload, also known as Anti-Pro. Join with me today,
Mike Bisson, a.k.a. Mohawk Mike. As always, thanking you for supporting esports, whatever capacity you do. And just remember, I want to thank you for considering.